Hey everybody, it's Mike Young, lifestyle nutritionist with aPlantBasedDiet.org and Forever Young Nutrition Coaching. And I've got an interesting video here for you today. Maybe you've never considered this before, and that's kind of why I want to throw it out there on the internet, kind of get feedback from people. So definitely, as you watch this video, please throw some of your thoughts down into the comments. And of course, like the video if you get some kind of value out of it, and subscribe to our channel for some more interesting content on human health. And the question today is, do women experience and bloody periods? Is that natural? Is it normal? Is it supposed to be like that? That's the question, because as we all know, most everyone wants to be like Americans and eat lots of animal products and or lots of comfort foods, lots of really fatty foods, whether it's oily fat from oil, straight up oil, or fat from fatty plants or animal products, or just high salt too. A lot of stuff that in my mind is health destroying. And I say that if you want to learn more about what's health optimizing and how to live to 150, actually double your lifespan, check out my book Live to 150. Link is down below in the description of this video, liveto150.org, and you go straight to the playlist for that. It's free, totally free. So all right, is this natural or normal? Well, when I say bloody periods, I mean just the blood part. I mean, I think that women are supposed to ovulate. And I think that, these are just my thoughts, that there is a correlation there between eating animal products and your potential overall sex drive and type of sex drive and overall potential fertility, although it's a type of fertility. It's not optimal. I don't think either of those are optimal. But when folks change, and women out there, please comment. I've seen stuff like this online where women have commented and say like, "Hey, I lost my period." Well, did you really lose your period, or is it just a really bloody part of it? That's what I'm not sure about. I would love to hear more about it. I'm kind of investigating this. I'm wondering if what we've accepted as a truth all along is something that should be reconsidered, and maybe a bloody period, is a sign of very compromised health. Let's put it that way, very compromised health. And it's a warning sign that you need to straighten up. And I'm not talking about this. There should be signs that you have your period. You should have your period. And in many cases, I say that many or most people that switch to eating fully plants or fully whole plants, the way we want them to eat, the health optimized diet. I won't just say vegan. I won't just say plant-based because it's way too general. But if you're doing it right, I'd think that your fertility should go up. Maybe people who have had trouble conceiving in the past end up having a child. And I think that's great. I've heard stories like this too. But it's not going to be the same like animal-like, I'd say like sex drive or bloody period almost. And animals in the wild don't really have those either. But also animals in the wild, think about it, they're not sedentary. they're not kicking back on the lazy boy watching TV, or this is 2022, looking at their screens all day and not moving. I don't fit that bill. I mean, I'm by the way, I'm not even sitting now. I'm standing up, I'm moving along, I can do jumping jacks, I can do whatever. You don't want to sit. Sitting is the wrong way to go, and we just keep sitting more and more over time. It's not the way humans were designed. So when you combine those two together, the sedentary lifestyle with eating whatever diet we want, which is farmed animals, animal agriculture, where back in the day, maybe some humans got their nutrients that way, but they were also moving around all the time. They were never staying in one place. They were getting lots of exercise. So this is what I keep thinking about all this, and I come back to the fact that this could be true. I'm not saying it is true. I want to investigate. I want to look into it. I mean, think of it. If you're a woman, if you don't have to have a period, why would you want to have one? I mean, to me, it just sounds like, when I say a period, a bloody period. If you don't have to have a bloody period, why would you want to have one if you don't need to have one? So that's why I think this is worthwhile to explore. And again, I'm not talking about just shifting over to a plant-based or vegan in general diet, which AKA junk food, AKA health destroying. I'm talking about health optimizing, mostly raw foods, food as grown, organic foods, low percentage of calories from fat, low calorie density, high nutrient density, what our body thrives on. That's what I'm talking about. These are the things I'm talking about. So please let me know your experiences. As time goes on, I'm 52 years young. I do think, because I hear about all and see, it's not just the bloody periods. It's like the cramping, the cysts on the ovaries, the people need hysterectomies, all kinds of female issues in there, as if something wasn't designed right, or as if there's something wrong with me, saying I'm the female with the problem. I have a problem. It's just me. Something's wrong with me. How about we're eating the wrong food and living the wrong lifestyle, but more importantly, like 80-20 thing, 80% being the diet, that we're eating the wrong food. I think we should consider that. Please comment here if you think this is worth considering. Share this with other people if you think this is worth considering, because I know that I'm not a woman and I never will be a woman. I don't understand what it is to have a period, but I'll go back to what I said earlier and say, if there was a chance that this might work, I would want to try it. I would want to investigate it, because it's weird that I'm 52 and I've only really just started considering this in the last couple of years. But they've already getting to a point in society where enough people are trying this. Because in the past, if you were to eat a diet like I'm talking about, and you've got to know the diet, again, don't think that you can just get rid of animal products and this is going to be what I'm talking about. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the optimal diet for humans. I even have a video where I interviewed Dr. T. Colin Campbell, and that's the exact title, about his take on the optimal diet for humans. Mine's a little bit different. It's mostly based on what Dr. Campbell says. It's mostly the same, but not all of it is the same. So go look at mine, because I'm talking about mine. I'm going from my own personal experience, my own knowledge, and I would hope that this is a good thing. It may be that years down the road we say, oh well, this is totally debunked. It was a bunch of pseudoscience, like a lot of other things, and it really was just something that didn't make sense. But if you think about it, I've also heard too that when people switch, like people who have lived their lives eating animal products, animal product-based standard American diet, when they switch, some people will report, oh, well, my sex drive went down. I lost my period. And again, I think a lot of that's because of all the hormones that are in the animal products, the sex hormones. All animals do is reproduce. And of course, in the animal product industry, animal agriculture, all they're doing is they're constantly trying to keep these animals reproducing in a way that they would never do normally. So we ingest that. And of course, the other parts of some of the dynamics psychologically of the sex drive have to do with the fear that's in these animals. It translates over to us in different ways, but these animals are scared to death, and usually right before they're killed, they have that rush of adrenaline, and then you consume that. And I talk about this again in the book, Live to 150. There's many different parts to this, but I'm just telling you this now in this video so you understand the relationship and why I think there may be a relationship between just eating what you were taught to eat or given as a child, or what's available to you. Because I need to tell you straight, most of what's out there, even today in 2022, is a distraction. It's a bad influence. If you choose almost everything that's out there today, you're going to be making the wrong choice. So you're going to really have to try very, very hard to get to the diet and lifestyle that I'm talking about, to where I think that a bloody woman's period is something that doesn't have to happen. And if it's true, if it ends up being true that this is the way things should go, you'll still ovulate. You'll still have symptoms of ovulation. You just won't have the blood part that goes with it. You won't have the pain. You won't have the cramps. You won't have the cysts on the ovaries, things like this. You won't have those things if what I'm thinking is, if this dynamic is correct. But time will tell. So let me know your experience, and I'd love to hear if you have experienced it yourself. That you would be one of the most amazing commenters if you could write something down there so that folks can read this and share the knowledge. So thank you so much for listening, paying attention, and hit the like button, of course, if you got some value out of this. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.